Hi, and welcome to the Commissioner's Report. I'm your host, Jeff Foley, and I'm joined by District 4 Commissioner Martha Santiago and Dr. Daryl Ward, Executive Director of the Polk Arts and Cultural Alliance. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
How's everybody doing?
Great,
well, thanks.
wonderful.
So we're going to talk a little bit about art today.
Of course.
And Commissioner, from past conversations, I've gotten the sense that art and people having access to art is something that's very important to you.
Oh, absolutely. I think art is extremely important for the people in Polk County. It's a way of communication, it's a way of enjoying life, it stabilizes you, it's healthy for you, it just has a lot of benefits for our people.
And how do you and the board support art in Polk County?
Well, I sit on a board. First of all, the county supports Arts Cultural Heritage Committee, and through that committee there's other committees, and Dr. Ward will talk a little bit about that later on. I sit on both boards and help out with events and activities in the county, so we can promote the arts so that the people can have a way to express themselves, and not only express themselves but enjoy the activities.
So I'm going to go off script for a second here. Do either of you participate in any form of art yourselves?
I think he does.
I do. So my background's in creative writing, so I do a little writing, but for the last 25, 30 years or so, I've been into photography sort of on a part-time basis. As I've transitioned out of public education, I jokingly tell people I'm a recovering English teacher. I was in public education for 32 years. I've gotten into fine art landscape photography, so I take trips around the country. I got back 2 weeks ago from the desert in Arizona taking pictures. I've had an exhibit at Mitchell's and one in August at the Mulberry Cultural Center that's going to be solely my desert photography. So yeah, I do that, and it does give me a different perspective as well.
Congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
exhibits. Do you find there's any correlations between writing and photography, the storytelling?
That's a really good question, Jeff, and as a writer yourself, you'll understand to what Martha said about communication. It's amazing how you can find narratives in everything. When I was the principal at Harrison School for the Arts, I used to tell people that dance was my favorite department. Of course, I told every department that, but I love dance because I didn't grow up with that art form, and it was amazing to watch people tell story through movement without words. So that narrative that you can find in photography, the stories, and in the writing as well. So absolutely, I find a lot of parallels in using the medium to communicate an idea, a thought, an image, a message. Yeah.
I've always found it interesting with photography compared to writing. The feedback with photography is so much quicker. There's, more of an immediate gratification where you can show somebody that image right away.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is fun for an artist as well to get that feedback.
Absolutely.
Somewhat instantly.
Now, Dr. Ward, can you tell me a little bit about the Polk Arts and Cultural Alliance? What is the purpose? Who do you serve?
Okay, so the Polk Arts and Cultural Alliance is the local arts agency designated by Polk County. So we're a nonprofit. The local arts agency, the designation means that essentially as official things occur from the state of Florida, it's funneled, related to arts and culture, it gets funneled through our agency. So for example, the most obvious one, if you've seen the arts license plates, so every county gets a portion of that they can then use, and we use that money to market arts and arts and cultural specific things. So that's one example of how we do that. So that's kind of our official designation. We've been in, I was thinking about this, Martha, recently. We've been in existence since 2004, so next year will be like the 20th anniversary
we need to celebrate
of the
that.
Polk Arts and Cultural Alliance.
Definitely.
But our number one job, when you boil it all down, is advocating and promoting the arts and cultural organizations and activities and local artists that we have in Polk County. We have a robust arts and cultural community here, and so we do that through a variety of ways. We have the publication that people have seen, Artifacts Magazine. We support them through our social media, but it's really about promoting. We try to provide them with some funding, if possible, for their own events. So everything we do, I always tell the members. We have a members meeting coming up. I always tell them, anything you see me working on or doing, it's always reflecting back through how can we best support what you're already doing in this community.
Do you find that the things you do benefit residents who are not artists themselves as well?
I think in kind of what Martha opened with, I think in a very big picture way, yes, because arts and culture makes your community a better place to live, work, and play. That's why the support of the Board of County Commissioners is huge. They provide us with funding, but I also want to say something Martha didn't that I think is really important, and they don't toot their own horn this way, but it's not uncommon for me to go to an arts and cultural event and see Martha or Commissioner Lindsay. I've seen him at the Polk History Center here. They support arts and culture by their attendance and their presence. That lends an air of importance that here's an elected official, that they also enjoy this, but they believe in what it means for the community. So their presence at those events is huge, and it's not uncommon at all to see them. And it's a big county, as we all know.
It is a big county.
But they're all over the place. So kudos to them for that support.
I think Commissioner Santiago probably lives on the road because she's at a million events.
Well, you know, to go along with what Dr. Ward is saying, and I say this cautiously because I've been warned by artists or people that have some kind of skill. Everybody is artistic. Everybody has a special talent. Well, my talent is drawing stick figures, okay? but you need people like me that appreciate the art, that love the art, and that we support the art. So it's not that everybody's an artist, but you also have people like me that enjoy the art and want to see it promoted throughout the county. So I'm not an artist, but I sure love what I see.
And I think I would say the same about myself. I can't draw even a stick figure.
Oh, well, then you're worse than me.
But I can draw circles and I can draw squares. That's
There you
about
go.
it.
There you go.
But I do love a good art exhibit
Yes.
and being a part of that community. And I think
Right.
that's a great thing that's provided. Commissioner, I'm going to put you on the spot. So what is your favorite art form? What do you
Oh
enjoy
my
the
gosh.
most?
I'm interested in this as well. I hope she says landscape photography.
Really, I'm just eclectic. I love all forms of art. I can appreciate it. But my granddaughter, who's 12 years old right now, is started taking dance a year ago. And you talk about communicating stories through the arts, through the dance. I'm just amazed, and I don't know, she didn't come out with my talent, but I'm amazed at how art is I don't know, shown through the dance, and I'm just enthralled by what I see. So I think for today, I'm going to say dance. Tomorrow may be landscape photography. So
Gotcha.
it all depends. If I go to one of his showings, it may be landscape photography, but for today it's dance.
That's probably a really good answer. I'm sure your granddaughter will be happy.
Oh, she was great at it.
That's
yeah.
great. Dr. Ward, anything coming up that you want residents to know about?
I think the big thing I would want everyone to know, Jeff, is in October we're taking the Polk Arts and Culture Hall of Fame, which we curate, and we're turning it into a gala event. We're doing an event at Bonnet Springs Park in which we're enshrining new inductees, and we're making that again more of a gala festive event where we want people to attend, because we really want to honor and celebrate the arts and culture in Polk County, just like we celebrate the sports with the Sports Hall of Fame. We celebrate students with silver garlands, and we need to celebrate arts and culture.
Absolutely.
So that's in mid-October. You'll see more about it, but there'll be tickets will go on sale in August. We're working on the class of 2023 right now as we speak, but that's an exciting thing coming up for the Alliance.
Sounds like something to look forward to. Where can people get more information as it approaches?
If you go to our website, it is polkarts.org. Polkarts.org.
Easy
Simple.
enough.
Yep.
Easy enough. Well, thank you both for being here today.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. I'm
Thank
glad
you,
we
Jeff.
can share this
Well,
information with
and
people.
I want to especially thank Dr. Ward for coming today and sharing
you.
with us. Lots of great things happening in the arts, and I recommend all listeners to go to the website and find out what's going on.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That's it for this episode of the Commissioner's Report. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Jeff Foley, and we'll see you soon.